The unfurling adventure of Gabrielle Association and Dwayne Swim's marriage is a demonstration of the charges of disloyalty, secret lives, and monetary debates that have transformed their once idyllic relationship into a landmark of allegations and disclosures. Yet, what's the genuine story behind these titles? Are we seeing a simple media exhibition? Or is there more going on that meets the eye we should figure out after bits of gossip about Gabrielle uncovering Dwayne's mysteries? He's currently fighting back with disclosures of his own. Dwayne charges that Gabrielle wasn't only cruel with him yet, additionally forceful during their marriage. Adding to the shock, he implies that Gabrielle could have her own mysteries, perhaps alluding to her fascination with ladies. Anyway, their process wasn't generally so rough. They initially met in February 2007 at a Super Bowl party. In spite of a sluggish beginning, their relationship blossomed, prompting public appearances in 2010, their 2014 Miami wedding, and resulting three-section special night spectacle were features of their relationship. This ever-changing comes in the midst of twirling tattle that their marriage is in unrest. Gabrielle was supposedly counseling divorce lawyers, energizing hypotheses about the fate of their relationship. Their apparently ideal life via virtual entertainment presently has all the earmarks of being obfuscated with stowed-away contentions and unforeseen disclosures. This hypothesis appears to be in stark differentiation to their past, where they conquered huge difficulties, remembering a concise separation for 2013 because of requesting work plans and fathering a youngster during this period. As these disclosures become known, they challenge the picture of the couple apparently idyllic relationship with the two players tossing allegations. It illustrates a relationship definitely more complicated and inconvenienced than recently apparent. The fate of their marriage remains in a precarious situation, as these individual and possibly harming allegations keep on surfacing. Gabrielle asserts that Dwayne's unfaithfulness is the foundation of their conjugal issues, blaming him for being unpredictable with his heartfelt associations. This way of behaving, as per her, isn't new and traces all the way back to the start of their relationship. Yet, all through their relationship, they've had their snapshots of solidarity, like when they invite their girl Kavia James through proxy in 2018, a cheerful climax of their battle with fidelity. Gives a lady professing to be one of Dwayne's previous accomplices stood up, depicting him as powerful, however, not somebody to treat in a serious way. Dissimilar to Gabrielle, she portrayed Dwayne as somebody who was not the serious accomplice. He gave off an impression of being openly, adding one more layer to this embarrassment. There are tales about Dwayne's supposed experiences with men. These murmurs have coursed for a really long time, proposing that he may be investigating connections. Pete asked his union with ladies. Some guess that his public associations with ladies could be a veneer to safeguard his actual sexual direction. Amidst these claims, the public impression of their marriage balanced pointedly with the confidential reality. They might have encountered the real essence of Dwayne's connections, and the degree of the issues in their marriage remains subjects of hypothesis and conversation. The adventure between Gabrielle Association and Dwayne Swim has taken a wind in the development of the break-child circumstance. It's been hypothesized that Gabrielle at first said a final farewell to Dwayne because of doubts about his sexual direction. In a startling new development, Dwayne had a kid with a J. Mater, his long-term sweetheart, during their partition. Notwithstanding this, they moved together forward, with Association embracing her job as a stepmom to Swim's youngsters and nephew. Their obligation to family was obvious in their help of Swim's little girl Zia, showing a unified front and pushing for LGBTQ. In addition to freedoms, this move, considered by some to be a procedure to disperse Gabrielle's questions, prompted their compromise. Gabrielle has communicated the torment and decimation she felt after finding out about the pregnancy, featuring the intricacy of their relationship during that period. Strangely, Gabrielle appears to have avoided Dwayne's child Xavier, potentially because of the conditions of his origination not lining up with the ideal picture of the family they were. Reattempting to depict this choice has brought up issues about the elements inside their mixed family, especially viewing Dwayne's job as a dad to Xavier contrasted with his different youngsters in the Hurricane of Gabrielle Association and Dwayne Swim's marriage. Another charming component was their monetary course of action. Gabrielle uncovered in a meeting that they split their bills 50/50, a choice that astounded many considering Dwayne's status as an NBA whiz. Their way to deal with funds mirrored Their EQ association with the association demanding a prop and 50/50 split on bills, implying their common regard and autonomy. This equivalent division of monetary obligation originate from a critical second in their relationship during a warmed contention in Miami. Dwayne once alluded to his home as my home, which Gabrielle found profoundly disrupting. She demanded a more fair monetary course of action, guaranteeing that such an assertion could at no point ever surface in the future. This disclosure has moved public gathering with many surveyed Dwayne in a less great light. Fans addressed why he didn't offer all the more monetarily, particularly provided his higher profit with this monetary part of their relationship, especially Gabrielle's emphasis on equity collected her huge help as their marriage experienced disturbance. The manner in which within the story acquaints a critical turn opposite with the underlying depiction of him as the fell he presently arises as a potential casualty in this and boggling story. Adding to this are Gabrielle's previous explanations, which have raised eyebrows in regards to her regard for Dwayne. She once referenced her emphasis on monetary freedom inside their marriage and expressed questions about Dwayne's monetary administration abilities, driving some to scrutinize the profundity of her regard for him. In the meantime, reports about Dwayne's sexuality keep on whirling. Panther Wright, known for her frankness, has made strong cases that Dwayne facilitated secret gay pool gatherings, her standing for uncovering in the background data which still can't seem to be legitimately tested adds weight to her claims. The famous blog Dio as of late alluded to Dwayne's closeness with somebody other than Gabrielle's virtual entertainment post, underlining lucidity and truth have added interest to the unfurling adventure. In the midst of these discussions, it is all up to important them from Florida to California, halfway to give a steady local area to their little girl. Elzia. This choice features their commitment to their family's prosperity, regardless of the individual and public difficulties they face. Dwayne, in a counter-narrative, has blamed Gabrielle for having illicit relationships and secret connections, albeit all the more prudently. He likewise guarantees that Gabrielle was a spectator, as well as a functioning member in the reputed pool parties, recommending her premium. And ladies, besides, insiders allege that Gabrielle has an unstable attitude, frequently getting physical with Dwayne during warmed contentions, in spite of the fact that she's mindful so as not to make any apparent imprints. This depiction of Gabrielle as forceful and playing the casualty card adds one more aspect to this comprehension. Public might interpret their relationship treachery, secret rendezvous, and charges of control have all laid out an image a long way from the ideal association we once accepted. Yet the inquiry remains, what is reality behind these hazardous cases? Is it an instant of relationship turned sour, or are there more profound issues affecting everything? Share your contemplations in the remarks underneath, and remember to like, offer, and buy in for additional experiences into the existences of our one big name.